to looking like this. Look at this. It looks really, really good. Yeah. This thing definitely has some great character to it. It has a whole bunch of peeling. It has some rust spots. It's not perfect. But it looks so freaking good with those new rims on there. That roof rack. But man, this thing looks good. I got the rockers already for that. I'm going to be installing it whenever we get back from our vacation. And then we got 33s. Didn't realize that's what I was getting whenever I said 17-inch rim. 33s. And the only one that's rubbing is on this side over here. Whenever I turn in, it's rubbing right here. And it's rubbing a little bit right here. And it's only on this side that I'm getting that. So I'm gonna try my best to really clean it up. Maybe I can just tape this to that reservoir. I'm gonna try that. Hopefully I got some good enough tape. But yeah, this thing looks fucking beefy. Now what's happening is we are building out the inside, and this thing is gonna look incredibly different and get ready for our vacation. But man, we're making some progress. Oh, it's looking good. It is looking good. Look at this thing. Yeah. Whew. Oh, that's sexy. That is so sexy. Now we're working on the inside. Getting ready to put y'all on this nifty phone holder here. Okay, that stops. The headrest stops right here. Okay, so we need to make sure that the build from the back of the wall doesn't even matter. So I just need to make sure that the build stops about 33 inches from the wall right here under the speaker. 33 inches. So I'm thinking how wide I want to keep this, right? Because I'm putting window boxes right here. And I think the window boxes should work really nicely. We were going to do just a standard box, but now thinking about these window boxes could really allow us to have so much extra storage. So I think it's worth it. So first things first, I'm going to be covering up these windows, and I'm going to get like I don't know, maybe something temporary. I might even just spray paint a box black and just throw it in the window. Like, I don't need anything crazy. Or some reflecteds. I don't really know yet. But from there, we have our mattress. I still haven't opened it yet, but I want to make sure that this doesn't come up too terribly high. Like, I don't want to be sleeping where we're like, our bodies are right here, you know what I'm saying? I want to be able to be a little lower and like have the mattresses come up right here. It's a couple of inches, I get it, but still I want to make sure that it's not gonna be something that we're like feeling like we're nearing the roof. You know what I mean? Okay, so I think we can go safely to this right here. We have 4 feet, 4 utilizable feet, and the whole thing's going to be 6 feet long. So that's a full sheet wide. So now we want to make sure we know how much or how high we're going to be. What I need clearance wise is back there. I'm going to have a portable power station. I'm going to have my DC to DC charger, and we're just going to get that stuff put in. If we do 13 inches, that's going to put our mattress up here, meeting with this. So it's going to be a little high, because if I do that, that's going to translate up here a little differently. I think 13 inches should be comfortable. Can already cut this out. A little occupied with my hands, so I need to improvise with the stand. Okay. X out of there. Make sure I don't damage my pencil. Yeah. This needs to come down just a little bit right there. Okay, I think this is a good panel. holes I want to put in here. I know I'm going to put some circles or some ovals. So that's kind of what we're going to have to do next, but that's this. Yep. Wow, I feel good about that. Okay. All right, perfect. What I do know is we're getting ready to go on this long vacation, and the air conditioning in this truck sometimes wants to show up, sometimes doesn't. What's actually going to happen is we're going to get back from the vacation. I'm going to address it then. We got ourselves a little portable air conditioner for this trip, so I think this is going to be okay, but we have a long trip ahead of us, and I'm really stoked about it. I have some parts to kind of go on before we go. So there's a couple of things that I've already done to the vehicle. Like, I've changed every pulley in the truck outside of water pump, and I kind of want to replace the water pump too, because it's making that squealy noise. You know, there's only so much that's going on that under that engine that I don't know about, and that water pump is one of the ones where I'm like, I know it's going to be going soon. So I really just want to have one of those on hand. I'm going to have one of those. I'm going to have coolant. Like, we're going to have what we need first and foremost. So I feel confident that we're going to be okay. But just like the time frame, there's not enough time in the day to be able to get everything done. I mean, yes, I could, but it all depends on when that would get here. And honestly, I think I would still have enough time to get it done. So we'll have to see. All right, getting all the stuff taken care of over here at Home Depot. I got some fasteners to be able to put in a couple of different knickknacks in the walls, especially for putting in those window boxes. So I think putting in the window boxes, I'm not going to need something heavy duty. So I didn't go with the standard construction screw, right? I just went with a simple particle board, but I think it's going to hold up just nicely. And then these are the ones that I'm going to use. I got a 2-inch because I want everything to be locked in really nicely. So I'm going to start pre-drilling the holes. I should probably get some clamps here while I'm here, just to get everything taken care of. But yeah, I'm waiting for somebody to use this bad boy. So hopefully somebody comes here soon, real quick. Yeah, we're getting this together. That hoe's gonna look nice. Let's get it. And over here at Home Depot, yeah, I know I do all the stuff off camera, but right now I'm just trying to get a whole bunch of stuff done. Look at how good this thing looks right now. Incredible. I have to do a little bit of work on the awning because it blocks the doors like we talked about already, but hey, this thing's a trooper right now. And plus, it's hauling some shit. Like my ass to go get some food. Let's go. I have a little bit of rubbing on those tires, but I'm gonna have to turn right back around and park. But at least I can do that right here. It's because the new tires that I got, my left side is dragging on my inner wheel well. It's just because I got to tape something up. Something needs to be taped back just a little bit more, and it's going to be all good. Oh, how far did we go? Not far enough. We're still here. This is what's rubbing right there. That right there. So we're going to have to tape this back a little bit more to try to keep that from rubbing and catching on this. But everything else, like, I can't do anything about that unless I cut this out. So let's just go get that tape. Jesus. The Home Depot. All right, good morning. And right now You're like, what is this right here? What are we doing with this? Why is this here? Well, we are about to cut out the camper box, and got some pretty good pieces over here. It's a mess, but it's all stuff that's coming in and going out of the vehicle. We got some cool stuff in here. If you see it, cool. If you don't, you'll see it in a little bit. Got the old tires that I'm gonna have to clean up, and then I'll probably just resell them. You know, or we'll figure them out. I have other tires that I'll probably sell before these, because these are the ones that I would put on if I for some reason took the other ones off. Now, this is here. We have other stuff in the back over there that we're going to be putting on. We got a box of stuff right here. We just got all good stuff, all goodies. Those are going to be going on as soon as I get more Buell tape or whatever it's called. And then, yeah, this and that. I got this AccuCut because I don't have a straight saw, so this allows me to cut up to 50-inch cuts with precision and an actual saw. So, let's get this going. Now, I measured out the interior. Now, we are 4 foot wide on between wheel wells. We're good there. We are 44 inches deep how we want this to sit, so we can actually build the box to where the seats can actually come up while this is still in there. So, we're going to cut this 44 inches. So I have my first 44 inch right here. That's going to be the bottom. Alright, and then we're going to come over here to this 44 inch, and that is going to be the top. We are going to have this thing sit at 13 inches high, finished. So that means I'm going to have to cut the center side sections at a foot. So then these will be able to come and create that other inch on both sides. Let's get into it. So I personally haven't used this yet. So yeah, I got a lot of stuff that's set up right here so I can start ripping it up, but I got this little product called AccuCut by Craig, and I'm setting it up right now with my Ryobi circular saw, and this thing seems like it's going to do exactly what I need. And honestly, I wanted to make sure my lines were straight, and this cuts up to 50-inch cuts. Perfect. I'm really stoked about it. So let's kind of get in here and get the show on the road. Small package, but it does big things, even though it came in a small package. Okay, big things, small package. So this thing right here, I think goes on the front of the sled. I'm still looking at the instructions to find that out. And this is a track. See what I mean? So to anchor them down so that way I can get this full run. Perfect. Alright. And we put this on our line. Let's look at this sled situation. So this is what we're working with right here. And I gotta put that on this. Try to make it work. Now, gotta put the saw in the sled. It's a beefy Ryobi. Finally ready to cut at 8:23. My first rip. Gonna get my safety glasses on. I'm gonna plug up the purr. I'm gonna let her rip. That's a pretty straight freaking line. God, that thing just moves around under there like a sloppy wet fish, huh? Oh no. I think something had a little bit of an accident. Ugh. Oh no. That little slide got me. I think if I'm going to cut on here, which It's not the greatest, but I kind of need to. I got to put a nice little non-slip surface on here so that doesn't keep happening, because oh man, that's a bit of a thing. Yeah, I'm sweating right now. I'm feeling pretty good getting this stuff together. Let's get these cuts cleaned up a little bit. All right. Whew. Okay, so right now we have everything cut to put this box together. Just the bottom. But what's happening right now is I need / want wood glue for the edges of this, because I would much rather it be completely joined with wood glue, and this guy forgot to go and get it at Home Depot after I've been there today. So this is like, yeah. So I have to go back to Home Depot so I can get the glue for this, so I can glue it and screw it together. So stupid. All right. Now, sitting here, this is the base. Everything's been cut out. I have the base, I have the sides, I have the top, I have the back of it. So like, I have the base, the drawer separators, all that good stuff. So now I just have to put it together. This should be fun. Let's go. This would be a lot easier to do because I'm working on this this little table down here. You see it? I got a towel on there. Muy professional. So anyway, but we're gonna get this job done. I have what I need. I have the ability to do it. I'm just gonna take my time, try to stay out of the sun because it's beating down. Whoop. It's like it's 92 degrees outside, so we're enjoying it. Look into the sun. Look at it. Alright, let's get back to it. Right here you guys can see that I'm using this 90-degree angle to hold the other side up, since I don't have somebody else helping me. Having something like this is really great, so now I'll be able to go down this whole strip and center the lines so I can get these fasteners in here without issue. This is exactly what I needed. I didn't even plan on getting this. I just found them as I was in the woodworking section, and it was the Best Buy. Let's get it going. I'm going to be using some good old Ryobi 22 piece, and I also picked up some of these spade sets so I can sink the heads down and kind of make it flush, and then I'll cover the tops of them. So it's going to be mint. Alright, what we got right now is we have a little sag that's happening. We have a little sag that's happening because I have this inverted, which is okay because I have my little makeshift support, and it's actually a great ledge, so that way I can push down and take that gap away all the way across. So let's get this going. So now that gap's gone. This gap's gonna be gone. I gotta open my tools. Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? And make sure that I'm level. Okay, we are starting to look like something. I sat right there and I built this box and I just spun it around. I have 3 sides on it. I don't have the front on right now, right? Because the front is going to be, the 3 drawers are going to be there. There's going to be a lid on it. So there's a whole bunch that's going to be going on with this. But yeah, we're getting down to the wire. All right, this is what it looks like right now. This is anchored in a couple of places. I have to go and do underneath and obviously the top. But I think I'm going to wait to do the top until I get done doing the drawers. This one only has 1 screw in the back. Wanted to make sure, because this one's on 16, this one's on 32, center. And everything's running to the 4-foot edge. But this is what we got going on, you know? And everything should look really freaking good by the time it's done. I have the drawer slides coming tomorrow, and then I'll be able to put everything together. Tomorrow's Friday. Got a lot of good stuff coming up. Happy with it. All right, so I'm kind of stuck with what I can do. I don't want to square up these boxes in the back just yet, just in case that I need to adjust anything. So I'm going to screw them in the bottom, and I'm going to screw them in the top as soon as I get the new drawer slides in. And then I'll also build those cabinets then. That means the front then. Those come later today. So what am I doing now? I'm working on these babies. Right? So got my little template right here. Gonna run a 3-foot section. I want it to go all the way down where I'll tie it into this. So then that way I don't have to drill into the actual plastic of the Tahoe. And I'll anchor those on the inside. So if I need to take this out for any reason, it'll be an easy, I disassemble these, I can pull everything out pretty comfortably. But that's what we're doing right now. So let me take you over here to my little cutting area. All right, so I don't know if you can see that. Well, yeah, you can see. So I got this one that's already situated. I got my cut sections. Getting ready to transfer it to that little table right there, and then we're going to get this section cut. So let's get it done. Trying to do everything quickly because we leave the 25th and it's the 20th. I'm so excited, but man, I'm pressed. Look at this. So I mean, like, I have a lot going on. Plus I got to get a whole bunch of stuff that's in here in the thing. I have this little air conditioning unit, which we'll talk about later. Got the traction boards. We'll get those in there. I got the fridge. I have the mattress, right? I got to get some variant of tool to be able to go and put inside of this thing. So there's just a little bit of stuff that I got to put together. And, you know, I'm thinking about taking this little tool bag or trying to bring one of my smaller tool crates. So let's see what I can get in here. But man, there's just a lot of stuff that I got to do. I know it is a mess. It is a mess. This is all of the mess that I've put. All of my stuff's everywhere. So now it's just like I got to make it nicer. To make it cleaner. And I gotta get this fixed. And I also gotta put new switches in. Oh man.